Oh, okay.
So let's get this. If this thing decides to play anyway.
Down in the studio, the mics are all hot. The Southern Fried Airways, a radio spot. Mayhem on the mic, the man with the plan. Got his amigos with him, a rockin' radio band. First up is TJ, with a guitar in his hand. Slanging out the riffs across the Dixie land. Oh, the Southern Fried Crew, loud and proud and true. With TJ, Mr. Smalls, Rhino and Stain, they see it through. Mayhem's Amigos, a brotherhood of sound. Best radio show for miles around.
Oh Lord, I'm also looking at the Southern Fried chat room as we're going here, and all of a sudden I had
actually. After actually listening to the lyrics there, I will provide the guitar. I want to see TJ shred.
Huh?
But I'm actually looking at a new one. Just so I can pick it up and see if I can start teaching myself again how to play. There's a couple things I could play.
I'm actually thinking about doing a raffle for my Vince Neil signed one.
I've got one in mind that I want to get.
I don't know. Chris might also know my brother. You ever heard of the band Real Mad, Real Fast?
Real Mad, Real Fast.
Real bad, real bad, real fast.
Oh, that sounds like a Friday night.
Well, probably it is. They're pretty. They're crazy. He plays that screaming shit. I don't fucking get it. Yeah.
Oh God,
Exactly.
there's only so much of that you can deal with, you know. This Mayhem's Amigos. We are a week away from Smoker Mania, but the champ has the belt on. Finally pulled it off of the couch, like an inch of dirt.
Go ahead and just go ahead and pass that thing over here.
Not competing this year. How many times do I have to say that? This was planned over a year ago. You are not in this year.
I'm saying you guys might as well get prepared for when I get into the challenge and just give it up ready.
Oh,
bullshit. Chronic Chris ain't got shit.
Yeah.
And then look at this motherfucker over here tapping his belt.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You're just lucky you get to keep that.
Heavyweight champion, heavyweight something, but not world champion.
I'm taking him. I'm gonna have two. I'm gonna have one on the other side too.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
He wishes.
I wish. I don't wish. I know.
Oh, you know.
You know you're gonna lose.
I am not gonna.
Became a subject on the buzz last night.
Oh, we had a good buzz last night.
Oh, I bet.
I don't remember.
And how are you going to expect to make it through Smoker Mania if you don't remember that?
Well, fuck, I don't remember half of shit. Fuck, I don't even remember. I think I casted this morning. I don't remember.
What? You don't remember casting this morning?
No. I just played the music and just watched it go. It didn't nothing fucked up.
God bless.
Music didn't stop. Usually it stops. I didn't have to go piss or anything.
Were you wearing a diaper?
No, I don't have diaper. I don't have pad on.
Depends.
Plain dry. I even took a little nap, I think.
I tried to take a nap today because it's the perfect weather down here for taking a nap. Like we've
Oh,
had storms all weekend.
That's not good.
I had just enough time yesterday to get the mower out, the old Cub Cadet, get it fired up, and I got out there and I first cut of the season at 4 inches, and took it from like 3 feet down to 4 inches.
Damn.
Cindy wants to know if your seat is wet. So
No, my seat's perfectly dry.
yeah,
I haven't got underwear on that have moisture wicking around the balls.
Oh God. Famunda cheese.
I don't fucking from under cheese.
hey, in a week that Framunda's going to be at your place.
He'll wash his balls before then, I hope.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you bet. You bet.
Are you planning on gooch blasting before the competition?
Oh yes, definitely. I've already got my car, my chair loaded.
Good. Did you put your pillow and blanket in there?
I don't need no fucking pillow blanket. I don't fucking need none of that bullshit.
What about your bib for your drool?
I won't be.
Did you get an equal size chillum?
They're equal size. I say they are. He doesn't say they are. He says his is bigger. But I think it's, honestly, I think it's going to come down to the end. We're just going to have to weigh out. I don't think either one of us is going to pass out. I think it's going to come down to, okay, it's time to weigh and see how much you smoke. And when you only got just a couple little pieces of mine, it ain't even enough to weigh. So he'll have a whole fucking bud still waiting.
It's the other way around. It's the other way around.
Keep in mind
He's
now,
gonna have
smoke it all out, or you have equal weight. Then it comes down to the walking and talking.
Oh, that ain't no problem.
It won't be equal. There won't be no equal weight. Mine'll be fucking almost gone, and his will be fucking still pile there. His chillum will be still sitting in his fucking lap.
And if you do pass out, Rhino has a chance to draw dick and balls on you.
I have never passed. Well, I passed out one time, but I've never passed out from drugs.
He's got the marker already picked.
Teabagging motherfucker.
I am going to say again that I still think, I mean, I would feel sorry for you on one hand, Steve, but on the other hand, if you pass out and he draws that dick and balls on you with that permanent marker, and that next morning is a Tuesday, you're on morning disaster with a dick across your forehead, balls down your cheek, I'm going to laugh my fucking ass.
Oh, yeah.
Just remember, Steve, you lose your inhibition, you lose your rights.
I'm not going to lose. I have 100% confidence that I'm going to win this bitch.
What?
He can't even talk now.
I know.
Are you stoned?
Wow.
No.
And this time, no honey bun breaks.
Oh,
right.
No. Hey, I didn't mean no, but we get a drink.
You're getting no food, no drink until the.
Oh, no, we gotta get a drink.
You can have water.
Yeah, because
you can have water, and that's it.
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper. So.
No problem. I could drink water.
Say we're gonna allow drinks, and Rhino's gonna be drinking his Dr. Pepper.
That's cool.
I'm looking out the window here trying to see if there's any hail because this started coming down just now. It's been today.
I put water in that kind of competition because if you're drinking sugar drinks, the sugar will actually mess with your high.
Oh yeah.
But the other jury gets to sit in the box.
Save some for tomorrow. Oh, they've got a week.
No,
they've got a week.
The sugar.
No, everybody calm down.
Oh God! Oh no! Oh Lord! Steve Rhino, guess who just signed into the chat room?
Oh shit! Who?
Fat 420.
Mark the Junk Man.
Oh,
Oh,
My
and Southern
God.
Fried.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fuck are you doing? You're supposed to fucking be dog sitting or whatever.
The Grizzly's dad has
'Cause-
signed in.
Because when you're smoking and you start drinking sugar products, eating sugar and starch, it actually lessens your high.
Yeah. Well, but he's been doing that shit for a while.
Say we've eliminated food.
Oh yeah, that's kind of wait a minute.
Better
Wait a
get you,
minute.
better get you a big pancake breakfast before the competition starts.
Rhino, see what Rhino? He fucking he got a secret weapon and that motherfucker knows it. And fucking yeah, no, we gotta know because it ain't gonna happen. But
What's the
I was told last night that there's a possibility that I might get fried mushrooms during this thing. And then we was talking about fried chicken. I said, man, I love that fried chicken. I
Well,
said, maybe I'll ask your mother-in-law, Rhino, if you make them fried chicken. He probably will.
You probably will.
Everybody that has seen the Southern Fried Radio website knows that there is a donation button.
Oh, please. Let's put a bet. Somebody put a bet on this thing.
So you can bet. The Vegas line right now is not really in favor of you, Steve. As of 8 o'clock this morning, the Vegas line said that your chances of winning were 930 to 1.
Sounds like I'll put $10 on it.
Where Rhino's chances of winning are 3 to 1.
They must be looking at something wrong.
And I'm like, ouch. 930 to 1 for the current champ.
Not just 900, but 930.
Yeah, that's bad.
That was Steve's ex-wife's weight, wasn't it?
Yeah, at least. Fuck.
I'm just checking.
That was at her lowest.
She looked like a fucking.
I was going to say that was after diet.
Holy shit. You guys hearing this? That rain that's been in the last 10 minutes that just picked up like this.
Oh.
This is fucking crazy. It's sprinkling
Well,
off and on all day. I'm getting a little tap, tap, tap on the roof, the kind that puts you to sleep with the rain. I go to get on the air, and it cranks the fuck up and turns into a full-blown thunderstorm.
What fucking snowing in fucking Reno's house? That fucking
Sea bass.
No one in his house.
Fucking woke up this morning, he had snow on the fucking ground.
Hell no. You don't keep that white shit. That's Mother Nature going skeet,
Well.
skeet, skeet, skeet.
Well, y'all keep Mother Nature away from me tonight because we're in an old school party tonight.
Oh.
Well, I don't know, because I think this is heading straight to you from here.
Somebody said Bones' name 3 times, evidently.
Yeah, I noticed.
I did.
Why?
An accident.
He got stuck on stutter mode.
Yeah, it's worse than Beetlejuice. And when he shows up, rapping all over everybody.
I figured I'd stop in for a minute.
Yeah.
Before you go boot him.
Yeah.
See
Well,
how pretty it is? Even prettier when I have 2 on.
Oh, Lord.
Take a picture now, Stain. 'Cause that's the only time you're gonna have that belt.
No.
Well, that one stays with him. Remember, the first 3 go.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't want that one anyway. He's molested it.
Mayhem's Amigos Smoker Mania.
Did
Welterweight champion.
Stan, you didn't take that and take a bath with it, did you?
Boy,
That's
what is beautiful here.
Oh no.
You know,
How do you respond to that?
You did not take a bath with that belt.
he went all Farley on it. You're a naughty little belt.
Yeah.
You have not done perverted stuff with that belt, have you?
I choose not
It's
to
Steve.
answer that
Come on, man. It's Steve.
He's looking out the window like, man, the weather outside. Oh,
But yeah,
man.
I'm gonna have to jump off here.
Yeah,
I gotta figure out what fare is.
I have a feeling you're gonna have to babysit somebody since he Beetlejuiced his way in today.
Yep.
No.
But I'll catch you guys later.
Later.
All
Hey,
right,
Stang.
Yeah.
Hey, Stang. Be proud of that for the next week, buddy.
I am the champion.
Only for a week.
No bad roses.
Oh Lord.
Oh fuck! Everybody hates this. They're all a bunch of pussies because I'm
Well,
the champion. A bunch of
that-
losers.
That actually gives you and me a chance to talk about something else, though. You know,
Oh
Cindy wants to know if you have a name for the belt.
no! If I
No?
can think of one. I gotta think of something really, really sexy because it's got leather, but it's snake skin like leather. So you
Yeah.
want to be like I don't know, like Elvira. Oh yeah, there we go, Elvira. Yep, that's the name. Elvira. That's the name, Elvira. Elvira.
Oh God.
Elvira.
Cindy says that you have had that belt in places that I don't want to know about.
Possibly.
Oh God.
You never know.
So, a while back we were talking about you starting a racing show,
Yes, sir.
and that was after someone made his unceremonious departure
Yes, sir.
and created a lot of problems.
Mm.
And I'm whatever. Again,
Yeah.
now will he be welcome back at this point? No, never actually. Because I told him up front, if you're going to go, then talk to me about it. And I won't have a problem with it. But if you're going to pull the same crap, then no, you will not come back on. And he got a second chance. I'm not going for number 3. Anyway, we had talked about you starting up a racing show, and one of the people that you had brought up was that same individual.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that that's a no-go.
Oh, I haven't seen him in a long time. I saw him on Tyler's show, I don't know, months ago, maybe. Maybe a month and a half ago.
What's funny is Adam had brought that same thing up, and I looked at Adam and I said, did I or did I not call that?
Well, I think Tyler's going to produce the racing show. I don't know.
That's
I don't know. I've never seen anything about it, so
whatever they're going to do with it, that's fine. I will go back to this and say it again. That, like, what Tyler is doing with his show, I'm glad I was able to point them in that direction, and they're doing it. And I hope they have success with it. In all honesty, I really do. Now, I'm going to take a lot of credit for it, but I hope they have some success because, I was actually at a point when the whole thing happened, I wanted them to kind of take more of a hand on the old show anyway, and I was trying to get away from that kind of a show.
right.
I don't don't get me wrong, dick and fart jokes are still fun, but
Right.
there's a line. And I've gotten to a point now in my life that it's like I want to grow past that.
Mhm.
Does that make sense?
Right.
So I'm like, I wanted to kind of move into a more of a hybrid show, which this one really is,
Yeah.
and start getting away from that. And there was a lot of pushback on that. And I'm going, well, here's the deal. That's what I want to do. It's my network. That's what I'm going to do. If you want to do something else, you're more than welcome to try.
Right.
Do I think that they will ever beat Ray?
Oh, no.
Well, they think they will.
Well, the only reason why we lost was because the thing that beat us, they were getting ready to cancel. The government was trying to do something.
Oh, yeah, they were defunding NPR.
Yeah, they were defunding it, so everybody was trying to save it.
Right, and I understand that. But I'm like,
and we didn't promote. We really didn't promote it at all. We just
this last year you guys really didn't, which was shocking.
We kind of just. I guess we got big heads, and so we're just going to win anyhow. Why the fuck we? Yeah, so I don't know.
Was Ray upset?
No, he's kind of glad. I think he's kind of glad because actually we actually considered just withdraw on completely and just let somebody else for a while. I said no, we're going to let the listeners, I can make the decision, And I'm sure we're going to be in the running every year. So whether we keep winning or whether we start winning again, well, that'd be cool if we win again. But there's a lot more fucking podcasts out there.
Well, there are. You think back, like Ray won the very, very first one in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
The absolute first one, and that was just him and Marvin and Nikki. And I actually remember all of that because Marvin made a big deal about Ray. I think the award should stay with me. I mean,
right.
There was a whole big to do about it. And that was such an amazing year for a first year of a podcast because, first it was just Ray and Marvin, and then Nikki came on board, and that was where, Marvin started asking Nikki about, when she was going to the quote unquote, the pussy doctor. And then you had the whole saga over the summer of Marvin's bicycle, and the bicycle got stolen.
Uh-huh.
So then everybody felt sorry for him. And then somebody built him one of the local stores built him a new bicycle.
Oh, I wish Just Fit would build me a bed or build me a recliner.
But here's the thing is they built him that new bicycle and it was a custom build for Marvin, but then he got an insurance claim on the bicycle. So he tried to sell the one that was built for him and then take the check and go buy a different bicycle, one that he wanted more. And they just, I mean, it turned into a whole big thing. And it went that way for like fucking, God, it went that way for like a month. And they were just admonishing Marvin every time you turn around. Marvin, do you not understand why this is wrong? No, like it was horrible. Matt, it's kind of like you when you moved out of your apartment outside of Decatur, and you were given that couch that was in that apartment, and then you turned around and sold the couch before you moved. And somebody gave you another couch.
And
it's like, wow.
Well, see, that That was a special deal there. That was
Yeah.
Cause I gave her a deal because she also got the air conditioner. So somebody bought me. I think my mom bought me.
Ugh.
She got the air conditioner and the couch, but she had to pay me $100. So
Oh Lord.
for those, and then she got her chair too that my aunt gave me.
I'll never forget when your bed got moved in and we all saw that stain on the bed, though.
That was for the milk dud.
It was
I've tried to explain this a million times. I was eating milk duds in bed. One rolled underneath my body, and my body heat melted it. When I went to get up, I slid out of bed. I smeared the milk dud on my bed.
Oh my God, we've been through that, dude. Oh, I wish I had I'm sure I've got the audio somewhere. I just haven't dug it up. Of that night when you were supposed to lick the stain.
Oh, I don't know.
And you said very pointedly in that, okay, fine, I admit it, it's shit. I remember that distinctly because I was there.
That part. I don't remember that part.
I remember that very, very vividly. And I even stayed sober for that show because I wanted to see if you were actually going to lick it. And that was just, oh my God. Yeah, I remember that very, very vividly. Yeah, see, there you go. Cindy says everybody else remembers too.
Sorry. I'm about my mind. I don't ever remember it.
If it was a traumatic experience for you and you blocked it because of the trauma, then I could understand that. That's a defense mechanism that's recognized in psychology.
I don't know about that. I honestly don't know about
that. Like I said, if it was traumatic for you, I could understand that.
It must have not been that traumatic for me because I don't remember it. And,
that's what I'm saying. If it was that disturbing for you and you blocked it as a way to protect yourself.
Oh, okay.
I could understand that, but then that would require, you getting hypnosis.
Oh, really? Do they still do that?
You know what? Yeah, there are some psychologists that still do.
Do they still do that electroshock therapy shit?
Yeah, they're trying to get away from it.
I had that years ago, man. It didn't work.
What the hell?
No, but it's just weird. Maybe that's weird. I hate to get serious on the show, but back, you're studying psychology.
Yeah.
You know what's going. You know a little bit of my back history shit. This year, April 8th was the day my dad killed himself.
Yeah.
And this year, and it'll be 38 years. Then this year, it was probably the hardest day of my fucking life. I could not get the events of that day out of my head. I mean, we're not talking just a little bit. I mean, I can remember to the T exactly what happened. I mean, from the time I woke up till the time I found it, and every time I would look at the clock or see what time it is, I think, okay, what was I doing at this time? Where was I? What? Because luckily I didn't do anything stupid, but it was weird because it was like, well, see, I probably found him around noon, and it was like 5 or 6 o'clock before the police finally left. But I just remember everything. I remember calling people. I remember having to call the people and tell them, you gotta bring my brother. You gotta put my brother on a train. He's only 14 years old. Just tell him. My mom's like, well, you need to tell you, no, I'm not going to tell my brother that his father just killed himself and then put him on a train for 4 hours by himself.
Right.
We'll just tell him, and he's come home. There's been an emergency. He goes, they're gonna put him on a train, and we'll tell him after he gets there. So, 'cause my brother, they already my brother and my mom hold way more resentment to my dad than I do. And I've forgiven him. I shouldn't say I've forgiven him because I really haven't forgiven him for what he did, but I understand why he did what he did now more, somewhat more. Now there is some things, I would just like, and the sad part is like, and the people that I know they knew what something was going on, they've all passed away now.
Right.
So I can't go to, because my dad's best friend, when he came to the funeral, his wife came up to me and said, Stevie, I'll tell you right now that Ben has not, they lived in Canton, Missouri, and they drove to Springfield. She said, Ben has not said a word since they left the house. So she called. And he's one of those people. If my dad was in some kind of financial trouble, he would go to Ben. And Ben, evidently, maybe somebody said no. I know his other best friend, we asked him the same thing. He said, he told me before he passed away, he said, I can't talk about it. So I know my dad somewhere along the line went to somebody because he knew what he had done was wrong and was trying to fix it. That's what he did. That's one reason why they let him go to the bank, because he was a small town bank, but he would do things like he'd give farmers loans. Because farming fucking made Illiopolis, So we got to keep the farmers happy. So he would write loans to make the farmers could get these big money loans to buy land and shit. And then he would always have money, but what he would do is he would take out loans to pay off loans. He would just he was gay. Well, I didn't think it. My mom said he was an alcoholic or a gambler. I saw my dad drunk one time in my life. I've never seen him play cards, but I guess when I was a baby, he played cards all the time. And played poker for like, they're not talking a little dollars, $3,000 or $4,000 at a time. And not talking about just fucking little money. He's playing with a bunch of rich farmers.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't even know why I'm talking about this. But
you're getting it off your chest, which is a good thing.
Well, like I said, it was just weird that this year was even harder. I don't know if it's because I made it. I don't know if in my mind I made myself, okay, what was I doing at 120? I was sitting in the recliner, and that Springfield police officer was standing right in front of me and wouldn't let me get up. And all I wanted to do, I said, is he dead? He wouldn't say. I can't say. Well, can I go in? No, you can't go in. You just sit right here. Stay right here. He stood right there, so I couldn't get up. The fuck out of my way.
All right. So let me go back a little bit here. And now, am I understanding right? You're the one that found your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you obviously called 911 when you found him.
Yeah.
And have you discussed this at all with like a therapist or a counselor or anybody? At all?
Not really. I've spoken to a couple counselors but in the last 10 or 15 years, but that would have been it. But I haven't talked to anybody in at least 15 years. I remember when I lived with Michelle, I went to see some gal 3 or 4 times, and it really didn't do anything. But I think it's weird because and now I'm alone.
Right. I
live alone and everything. So when I'm with somebody or I'm like this, I just talk. Because it's hard to talk to the fucking cat. He doesn't exactly understand what I'm saying. When I say get the fuck down, she understands that. And get down and get your claws out of my arm, motherfucker. She understands that. But no, it's just I don't want to make this show all serious as shit.
Well, no. That's fine. Again, like I said, I was kind of trying when I brought up the whole thing with the split. I was trying to move away hey, you're going right into something I've been reading and studying. And hey, by the way, I got an A for my first semester.
Hey, good job.
I actually got
Well,
the final grade.
I posted a couple things on Facebook, and people, about being quiet about it and shit like that. And people said you can't do that, but I have. We're talking 38 years, and I can remember like it was yesterday.
Well,
I can remember the smells. I can remember everything.
That's kind of the thing with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD.
Exactly.
A lot of people look at and they say, oh, well, that only affects veterans. And it really doesn't. It affects anybody who has experienced a traumatic event.
But exactly.
Now, surprisingly enough, only right at a little under 4% of the population experiences PTSD. But once they have it, it's recurring. It'll go in waves. Now, you could have a really high point in your life and you're really not dealing with it as much. And you get a low point in your life and it pops right back up. And it's even more vivid than the last time you had to experience it.
Okay. That makes sense.
And, it's one of them little tricks the brain plays with you. So that's where, having a qualified counselor or a qualified, therapist, qualified psychologist, and having somebody that, you could go into these people. It doesn't have to be just, if they're using the style I want to use, which is the Rogerian style. Roger is that's after Carl Rogers. And Dr. Carl Rogers believed in positive, client-driven therapy. So you're talking, and all I'm supposed to do at that point is I give you a little bit of advice here and there, but I'm a positive influence. I'm not looking down on you for anything. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving you a positive influence where you could discuss what's wrong.
Right.
And if you're doing this long-term with a long-term counselor or therapist or a psychologist, then the goal is no matter what the little issues that you can have in your life can actually spur back and bring that heavy trauma back to the forefront.
Okay.
Let's face, just recently, you had a breakup with a girlfriend.
True.
That's a form of loss. Very shortly afterwards, you have the anniversary of your dad.
Right.
It forced you right back into that trauma. You don't have anybody there like you're used to that positive or negative, whether it's you're happy she's there because, whatever the reason may be, could be perverted or otherwise. Or you're aggravated that she's there because she's driving you up the wall, but that presence is gone.
Right. And
in my, limited understanding as I work my way through my schooling, my guess would be now that the absence of that person being in your life triggered your PTSD and brought the absence of your dad back to the forefront. And being able to talk through it would be a big help for you.
I'll be honest with you, you're making a lot of sense.
Crazy.
But my thing is the breakup to me wasn't it wasn't that. I mean, maybe it's because it was a breakup, but it wasn't that wasn't that traumatic to me. I mean, I broke up with a lot of women, and they've been way more traumatic than this. Now, I actually told her to leave, which has never happened. I've always been the one been told to leave, but the more and more I saw things, I think this is what I want. This is what she's jealous about shit, and she's jealous because I'm sitting in my home, and she's jealous because I'm sitting in my home and I'm talking to you people. Even whether I'm joking or not, she's jealous because Christina comes over and cleans because that's what she did, and she wasn't doing it. But that was a big thing. She went off on what's Christina do? You ain't fucking been here in 2 weeks. It needs clean. So that's what Christina does. She cleans for me. Well, I'm supposed to be doing it. You're not here. You're never here. That's why I said it's just not going to work because I'm going to do all this, so Christina doesn't have to. So I kind of pissed Christina off, and I said, well, I need your keys back so I can give them to Vicky. Then kind of pissed Christina off, the way.
Yeah.
And then turned around. I had to give the keys back to Christina. Fucking, just.
It was just a big to do, but
right. you might be right. And I think, and part of it could be because, and let's see, this is weirder because I'm still kind of in shock over this vehicle I bought because you buy something cheap and you think, okay, why was it so cheap?
How long? When's the other shoe going to drop?
Exactly. And they tell you, I put a battery in, I put battery cables on it. It just needs that. And you said to yourself, oh man, this doesn't feel right. But you think, fuck, I can't pass it up. But then you go back and say, well, maybe are there still good people out there that fucking would just do it? Because it was kind of a plea on Facebook. I said, I'm looking for something under this amount of money. Does anybody have it? And the lady was, boom, I've got something if you're interested in it. But,
and it's a good running little Jeep, right?
Yeah. I love it. It rides great. Probably the nicest vehicle I've had in a long time.
But that's some great positive reinforcement for you because it shows you that, there are decent people that are out there.
Right.
Now I want to ask you another question, and this goes prior to the day you found your dad. For, I don't know, let's go back a few weeks. Were you guys arguing or combative at all or having any disagreements or anything prior to when you found him?
We weren't per se as a family, but my dad was he was bouncing between jobs after he lost his banking job after 35 fucking years. And they told him, goodbye, we're going to bring in our own president. And that's for us. He kind of forced him into early retirement. He had a couple of little jobs doing stuff, but he wasn't working. He was just he always said, "Oh, if I had he wanted a basset hound so fucking bad. He was going to name it Bailey because he was in love with that Bailey quarters on WKRP in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So we got him on Christmas. We got him the Christmas before he died, and we got him a fucking basset hound puppy, and then he'd get mad because the dog was shit and pissed in the house. Well, he didn't take the motherfucker out. He just laid on the floor and watched TV. And things were, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said because things were weird, like the night before with me. I know even my brother. The night or day before, I don't remember. It must have been the day. I can tell you, that's even weirder. I had just bought a new car. I bought a 84 Cutlass Brown, two-tone brown Cutlass Supreme off of Todd Green.
Okay.
It looks like an old granny car, but I was going to fucking put some fucking mag wheels on it and shit. The body looked good as hell. And it had a V8 in it, so it ran like a fucking top. And I'd gone home and told my I was trading a fucking Toyota truck that I burned the clutch up in. I threw it back and I told myself, threw it out. My dad was a banker. I trusted his, he knew cars and everything else. I trusted his. So I took it out there and I said, Dad, man, come look at this car. I think I'm going to buy it. I can afford it. He said, I don't give a shit. You do whatever you want to do. Well, to me, that in my head, I just thought, what the fuck is he pissed off about? But it didn't click until after, that was kind of like a I guess that's like a trigger. Then the night before, my mom came home and told him, she said, now, I don't want you to take this wrong. She said, but your depression is really affecting the whole household, I think. She said, I think I'm ready. I think I want to get a divorce. Ooh. You don't have to move out or anything. He's like, well, I guess I'll go live with my fucking mother then. She said, no, you don't have to move out. She said, I just think you're not willing to go get help for your depression and it's driving you. I was 21, so I'd already been in and out of fucking psych wards 2 or 3 times. But it just made things. And then the same way with my brother. And then they took my brother to the train. He was going to visit some friends in Chicago. And my dad gave him a hug and told him he loved him, which my dad never I can tell you in 21 years that I was alive, my dad never told me he loved me. He never gave me a hug. My parents never told me they loved me. I knew they did, but because like I was saying, they showed their love with buying us stuff. We had go karts, we had cars, we had if you wanted it, we had all the best toys and all. Well, let's go to Steve's house. He's got all the fucking baseball equipment. Because like I had pine tar rags and fucking, and I didn't play baseball.
Well, I'm still jealous about that, by the way.
Yeah,
I wanted a Chevelle. You had one. I had a station wagon.
Oh, fuck, I've had some badass cars, man. I mean, there was a car that went. I was watching that fucking auto auction. Mexico, the fucking car that went across the fucking hill, went across the fucking thing. It was vastly the same as my car, color and everything, and the motherfucker sold for $45,000.
Yeah, you're kind of kicking yourself now. You're like, son of
Kinda. Dumbest thing. Well, I got in trouble though. My dad sold it. I didn't sell it. He thought buying me a Mustang with a 302 was going to change things.
No. Lighter car with the same amount of
but the fucking 70
horsepower. Yeah,
I'm gonna buy you just 76 Cobra 4. Oh yeah. We're gonna put some air shocks on that baby and big fucking tires and cut the exhaust off.
Oh Lord. But
Okay.
no, you know what I'm saying is like, so you notice the differences,
right?
24 hours ahead of time.
But we didn't really.
It didn't click.
Yeah, everything seemed normal when everybody went to bed, and I was going. I was 21, but I still lived at home. But I was going out to Alapa to stay with my buddy Jeff because he was working at board and we were going to hang out for the weekend.
Right.
So I had gone out there, and then I came back and I went to my mom's office, and she said, she asked me, she said, "So what do you think her dad's going to do?" I said, "I don't know. Everything seemed pretty cool." When I left today, she said, "Well, there's some food in the refrigerator. You go ahead and take it out to Jeff because I'm not going to be home. Matt's not going to be home. And your dad's the only one going to be there. He won't eat it. Whatever." And because I wasn't going to go, I wasn't even going to go out there because I had no reason to. She said, "You need to go out there and get that." And she said, "Your dad had to go to a job interview, so he probably won't be home." Okay. And when I pulled up in the driveway, no, the van wasn't there. I thought, okay, that's gone. We did not like we lived in a neighborhood. We didn't lock our door. I don't think you do that anymore in Springfield, but in 1988 you could in our neighborhood because we live right across the street from the State Police Academy, so that helped too.
Right.
So I just went in and the dog was put away in a kennel, and I was walking through the house and I thought, damn, what is that smell? When you work around a garage or work around cars and stuff, you get that smell, garage smell or whatever. Why does it smell? There ain't nothing in the garage. Why am I smelling? I thought, no way. Because I didn't, that was probably, if I could have heard her, because when you walk up our sidewalk, you walk right by the garage and you go in the front door. If you go to the left, there's like a laundry room and you can go in the garage. Well, that's where the dog was put away right there in the kennel. And I thought so I went to the garage and I just opened the door real quick and I seen the van. I could see my daddy was slumped over and I shut the door and I dialed 911 right then because I didn't know what I fucking should have done, And they were there within probably 2 minutes, or at least the police were there. So, but the firemen after they all cleared out everything, I asked one of the firemen. I said, "Would it make a difference?" Because they were telling me what he did. He had fucking bought a, I don't know, probably a 2-inch corrugated pipe hose and wrapped it with duct tape and a rag around it and ran it up to the hose of the window of the van and then put a brick on the accelerator. So the van was running wide open. And they said they were lucky they got there when they did because the engine block was turning cherry red and was about to explode, which in that neighborhood would have taken out our house, neighbors' houses. Oh, shit. What the fuck did I do?
Oh, I still see you fine.
Oh, I bumped something and I lost myself. Oh, there I am. Hello.
I did it earlier. I bumped my monitor button. I shut it off. I turned
I bumped my mouse. What the fuck? No, but then I said, he said, no. He said, by the time you'd gone that, I don't know, maybe 12 feet, he said, you'd have probably been dead too. He put for the carbon monoxide and built up in the garage. He said, you're just lucky that the van didn't explode, you know. But so I guess that was kind of a prayer, you know, that didn't happen. You know, the sad thing is though, is after all that, then my mother and I's relationship just went to shit. I mean, you talk about went to shit. But because I accused her, you know, and like I said, it's taken 30 years. I mean, my mom and I's relationship now is better, but she's still, I just let her talk, you know. But I've, you know, she probably will never forgive my dad for what he did because he did leave her in a big financial situation, big financial problems. So, and my brother, I don't know, because I think my brother holds a lot of resentment because he was only 14. You know, he saw me grow up with my dad where, you know, we did the car thing and we had race cars. I had cars. You know, my brother didn't get that.
He came out, he bailed you out of trouble in Kansas.
Exactly. You know, my brother didn't get that. You know, my mom helped him really good, but he still had to buy his first car and everything else. But I don't know. But it was just weird. And you might be right about that. Bigger than I think you could have. And you're right about. There are times, you know, when I've had good years, I wouldn't even think about April 8th. You know, but it was weird because I even started thinking about April 8th as soon as like April 1st.
Right.
I immediately started thinking about, okay, April, you know, it's coming up. And I couldn't remember how long I've been. So I didn't know if it was 40 years or what. It won't be 40 years for a couple more years. But yeah,
I'm going to give you an oddball kind of left field one because you said you kind of blamed your mom for it, right?
Oh, yeah.
So have you two sat down and actually discussed it since and tried to patch the bridge, so to speak?
Oh, yeah. We had yeah, because we're talking. I mean, when I said we had a bad relationship, and I'm sure you've heard this on More Disaster, because I'm sure I've told it. You know that was. I mean, we're talking like right after maybe 2 weeks after my dad had died. You know, my mom and I had big blows, and she locked me out of the house, and I had a ball bat, and I was going to break in the fucking house, and I told her, I said, I will bash you in the fucking head, bitch. You know, and then all of a sudden the police are there. That was when I had, you know, I said, what are you doing? And I was pissed. Well, so I got a choice. I didn't go to jail, but it was either go to jail or go to the psych ward. Well,
Right.
fuck, I'm going to take the psych ward, you know. And you know, and right after that, I never went back to my mother's. So I was in there, and then I got a job in Decatur. And I need to get out. And it was when I started my golf course career. And my buddy Jeff had got me a job, and so I'm like, I had everything lined up, and then I didn't talk to my mom or my brother for 5 or 6 years.
Was it before you actually
5 or 6 years? I didn't do holidays with them, you know, anything. And my brother probably pissed at me because I wasn't there when he graduated high school. You know, I wasn't shit like that, but I just couldn't do it. I blamed it for, and then. You know, and then I learned. She's told me some stuff, you know, man. Like I said, and I've seen now what he did, and still don't understand. I still can't. And I mean, it's just my brain. I just still can't understand how anyone can be that desperate to kill themselves.
I've said for a while, and I still kind of stand on it, that in my personal opinion, I see suicide as a permanent solution to a temporary problem.
Oh, definitely. Oh, I definitely agree with that. Yeah.
And I don't Yeah, I see where people get under so much stress
Yeah.
that they will do it.
Man, it's a lot of stress, man. I've been in a lot of stress. And I'm not doing anything wrong. Even, I told Brady and Bree, they came over last night and they're like, thanks for having us over. I know it's been a rough week for you. Anything. They don't like to bring it up because they don't know if I want to talk about it or not.
Right.
Which I don't have a problem opening up about it. I don't whether it's going to help me or not. But I'd rather just tell somebody. My cat don't listen very good. She doesn't quite understand.
Well, and I kind of go back to, well, and if you did something like that, your cat would probably try to eat you.
Does that, yeah.
But I go back to really just getting it off your chest and discussing it is a good move. That's a good first step.
Right.
And then I would recommend getting in with a good counselor.
Right.
And working with a good counselor on a regular basis. So, like we've all seen the infamous Stain meltdowns.
Yeah.
And as funny as they are, I still sit back and I'm like, man, he's got some issues. And I mean, I'm thinking that in the back of my head. The meltdown isn't about what was done. It's about something else that's bugging you. I know that. You know that. But you'll blow up. And everybody's like, what the fuck did he just say? And you're really blowing up badly.
Yeah. Yeah, you're probably right.
And it's over something that you have gotten, you've been on the receiving end as a joke, I don't know, 100 different times before.
Right.
But then that'll be the trigger. And then and that's what I'm saying, like a good counselor or a good therapist you can sit down with that would be covered by your Medicare or your Medicaid. That would be a great move because eventually you will work into that trauma from your dad.
Right.
And a lot of in my opinion, and again, I'm not professional yet. I've got a long way to go. But in my opinion at this point, I would even say that some of the stuff that you've been through, although hysterical, when you start telling the stories, I still think some of that even spurs back into that trauma.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Yeah.
Like, if it was not for that trauma and your dad was still there and he had not gone through all of that, would you have ever considered coming up with the idea that you came up with to steal an air compressor from freaking Harbor Freight? Don't get me wrong, that was inventive. I never would have thought of that. That was inventive. Was it illegal? Highly. But it was still inventive.
No, I don't know. I don't know about that. I'm just gonna say I'm honest. I was taking advantage of the kid that was fucking outside because I knew he knew nothing. They just told him to make sure people didn't steal stuff. He just, and when he see me walking with him, sir, what are you not? I said, go ahead and put this in my truck. I'm handicapped, see? Oh, no, I didn't see your receipt. Oh, shit, okay. Okay, I thought I could put it in my truck and then pay for it later. He said, no, man, just go in and tell me I'll buy it. Get your receipt. So I just put it in and fucking, Harbor Freight, they print off these long fucking coupon receipt, motherfuckers. So I bought a fucking, I don't know, fucking pocket knife or something for $1. And I walked out the door, hey, I got my receipt. Okay. And loaded my motherfucker up in the truck. Never even looked at it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that was inventive.
Yeah.
But I don't think you would have done that.
Probably not.
I mean, here it is. Like, there's something like you probably bought.
Yeah.
And then this kid's loading up a $500 air compressor that
Exactly.
$3.
I know. Yep.
I don't think you would have been a garage chemist or dabbled with that if your dad was around.
Probably not.
There's a lot of different things that don't work. Now, don't get me wrong. these different experiences that you had make you as the individual.
Right.
And they're definitely unique in a lot of different ways. However, if this one event had not occurred, would any of these others have happened? Would you have thought of, you know, borrowing the Illinois State Troopers uniform at that point for dating the girl?
I don't know. That's a toughie. That's it. I don't know. Yeah, it's just weird. My brain must be really fucked up or something, man. Why?
And I'm not saying it's fucked up. I'm saying it's definitely unique.
I just thought it was unusual when I was going through all the uniforms. I mean, there were days when we didn't do shit. You just fucking fuck coats and shit. And I found stuff that was my size, and I'm still a big boy. I was big then too. I thought, cool. They've got uniform stuff that's my size. Oh, then we had one come across the uniform, and it still had a badge on the shirt. Well, that doesn't come to us. I didn't tell anybody. I just took the badge off the shirt, stuck it in my pocket. So we got our clothes.
And I look at these things, and especially now since I've started my studies and have been really digging in, and it's like, man, I look at Steve, I look at you, and I'm going, this one event was almost like a cataclysmic it was a chain reaction.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
That just sent you down some different decisions that may not have been the best.
Mm-hmm.
And again, don't get me wrong. They made you.
Right. Well, I admit,
everybody's individual decisions make them themselves and they're unique individual.
Yeah. I've made it to the top rope and I've been to the bottom. I've tried to claw back up. That son of a bitch too.
And that's the beauty of people. I mean, that's what makes them unique. Now, with you talking about all that, let me throw you an idea. This is kind of my plan. It's like an outline of where I want to be after I've got my degree. I'm past my postdoc fellowship and I'm able to practice solo. Okay. I want about 5,000 acres.
Wow.
I want to build an inpatient clinic with outpatient offices, but I also want a mid-level treatment option where after the inpatient clinic stuff, let's say I've got somebody that is suffering from PTSD or they have a drug issue of some sort and they've never had someone that's willing to take the time and teach them something that will help them outside. They're going through the rehab or the treatment or whatever they need on the inpatient side, but then they're kicked loose all the time, right?
Right.
I mean, you've been inpatient at a psychiatric facility.
Yep.
And all right, you do your 90 days and then they what do?
Bye.
Do they do anything to follow up or help you set up for the future?
No.
Okay. This is why I want the 5,000 acres. So I want to have about 2 to 3 bunkhouses. And I want to have about 600 head of cattle, 10 horses, 10 to 12. Do equine therapy with the horses.
No, I can't ride horses. They're too fat.
But I have a friend of mine.
I ride a bull.
Well, you can try. The bull might not like it. But I have a friend of mine that is, he's in for this. And he's willing to move here to help teach the ones that I'm like, you know what? You need a little more help. I want you to go into the intermediate program. And we're going to teach you how to be a rancher.
Oh.
We're going to teach you how to be a ranch hand. You're going to get out here. You're going to ride horses. You're going to work with cattle. You're going to stick your arm up a cow's butt and deliver a calf. You are going to be doing You're going to be doing insemination. You will probably have, as bad as it is, you will probably have to jack off a bull. You know, they're everything that it takes to run a ranch. And him and my full-time cowboys and cowgirls are going to work with these intermediates. And I plan to work with a bunch of the different ranches around Texas at that point as far as placement. So like if I could get them to a point where I'm going, all right, you're ready. You could be a good rancher at this point. You could be a good ranch hand. Then for an oddball example, but it may be something in the future, I pick up the phone and I call, say Taylor Sheridan. I go, hey, guess what, partner? I got 3 here that will work great for you at 4.6s. Can I send them to you? And then he goes, you motherfucker, you're lying. But yeah, go ahead and send them. You know, because you know he's going to act just like Travis on Yellowstone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I could do that. They get the experience, and then they go to some of these bigger ranches where they need the help, and they're getting in, and they're able to take a trade. So instead of going back to whatever put them with me in the first place, well, now they got this option. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, of course, I'll have regular outpatient available for people that have something outside that they can move on to.
Mm.
You know, somebody that might. And I also have considered, you know, also having like occupational rehab, maybe making available turf management, landscape design, maybe automotive mechanics, maybe, you know, whatever, but finding different things that certain people can move into that would be a good fit for them.
Mm.
And they have an interest and make a life that'll get them moving in the right direction and having some pride.
Right.
And that's another thing that I'm a firm believer in. And that was actually my final paper for psychology this semester was on PTSD.
Oh.
And I got a perfect score on that paper.
Mm-hmm.
My professor loved it. She's like, you are on the right track with what you want to do. But the thing is with PTSD, and this is something that's really different from a lot of the other behavioral and psychological disorders that are out there, is again, it comes in waves.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like we just talked about, you've got the easier years, you're not thinking about it. You got the harder years where it's right in your face. And having the pride, you know, somebody that does not have the pride in themselves, and I'm not saying that you do or don't, but if there's not a lot there, that makes overcoming that PTSD even more difficult.
Well, I know people are not going to agree with the statement, but this statement comes from me, and it's how I feel. Sometimes, as a matter of fact, just 2 days ago, I was sitting in my recliner and I was saying to myself, "What the fuck? Why am I here? What do I do? I don't do anything. I'm a drain on society. If I was dead, then I'd be one less person that got paid disability on. You know." I know, you know, you don't want to sound like that, but that's how I get sometimes. I'm okay with it. I don't see myself ever accomplishing anything more than what I've already accomplished. You know, I would like to say I could, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that you have accomplished nothing in the last few years. All right. And maybe this is something you could talk to Ray about, because I know you're very proud of what you've done with Morning Disaster, right?
Oh, no, I can't talk to him. He don't talk. He don't like to get serious.
You can text him while you're on MLB The Show. Or text each other or something. Yeah, I know he doesn't talk unless it's on the show, but you can bring it up to him and say,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
I've noticed every time Morning Disaster has gotten that award when you are on the show, my God, the level of smug from you goes to Lytle heights. I mean, it's up there. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
But rightfully so, because you are such a big part of that show and you are such a big influence on how it runs and the way it works. Ray's the mastermind behind it, but you're the talent. You earn that award. And maybe if you brought it up to him and said, hey, that award helps me out and gives me something to focus on, and it makes me feel better. Can we put more focus into it this year?
Mhm.
And I'd be willing to bet he'd be like, you know what? If that makes you feel good and it's what's going to keep us going, let's do it.
Okay, I think I'm agree with you.
And you know what? And I would be willing to bet we see a little bit of the old Ray come out where it's not like, oh no, we're not just going to win this award. We are going to destroy the competition. And I mean, that Ray was all about that award when it was WQLZ Morning Disaster.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that you saying, hey, this makes me feel good. And it makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something. He's going to want to push for it because he does think the world of you and he does love you to death. He may not, like Ray's one of my best friends. You know that.
I know.
When do I hear from the guy? Maybe once every 8 months, if I'm lucky. I hear from his brother more than I hear from him. Fooner and I talk at least once a month. I don't hear from Ray hardly ever. My birthday is around the corner. It's 12 days away, as you're well aware. Do you think my phone will ring and Ray will be there saying, happy birthday, TJ? Oh, man, I miss you. Hey, not hell no.
You never know.
I know his wedding anniversary is April 28th. I will send him a text message on his wedding anniversary and say, hey, happy wedding anniversary. I hope you guys have a great one. But I will also send one to his wife who will respond. But no, I expect nothing. If I hear from Ray, it'll be about a week before I come up there the next time in June.
Probably.
And he'll be like, well, when are we going to see each other? Are you going to come by and visit? Or, hey, I got a meet and greet. Let's go to the meet and greet. And then I get to watch everybody squirm when I walk in the door, Hell, you and I might wind up with another AI created picture.
Oh, hell no.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, but he is one of my best friends. And I still think of him very highly. And I'm telling you right now, the guy, if it's something for a friend that's going to keep them going, and especially if the goal matches something he wants to do, he's all in. And for you, he'd do it just because it's you. Because he really does put you on that same level with Jim the photographer and Marvin. And, well, I mean, thankfully, he thinks of you higher than Hillbilly Joe. But, you're there.
Huh.
And I truly, truly, truly think if he was to say, hey, this helps my self-esteem, I want to win it again.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
going to go, well, let's win it.
Yeah.
If it helps you, let's win it. Let's win it all the way. So, on top of that, with your unique experiences and everything that you've done, you've got a lot that you can offer people that people don't really realize. Like you and I will go back and forth about talking about cars, but we both have a lot of automotive knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was a factory certified mechanic at one point in my life. You went through all the ASE courses
Mm-hmm.
and became ASE certified. We have very similar knowledge in automobile technology. And we give each other crap, a lot of it, but the fact is we can kibitz on that level and actually talk where a lot of people are going to look at us and go, what the fuck are you two talking about? But we can talk at that level. You know what I mean?
Oh, just so you know, the Magic 8 Ball is probably ready to you suck, Peter.
I am not surprised. That Magic 8 Ball is smoking a lot of reefer. Rhino asked it the other day if you were going to win Smoker Mania.
Fuck, of course I am.
And it said that you were, and Rhino's like, oh, God, that thing's high.
You don't think I'm like a possum. I'm playing possum. You never know what you're gonna get with the thing, you know. I might show up with some big, huge chillum and just take the whole quarter ounce at one time.
It's a half ounce.
Oh, a half ounce? Okay.
We each have a half ounce.
I'll be like Chris, do a whole 2-ounce dab one time.
You know, I like Chris. Sometimes I really wonder how much smoke he's trying to blow. But on the flip side of the coin, you and me and multiple others saw him take a bottle of whiskey on the air and just tip it back and drain it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, no.
I never seen anybody do that. Although I saw you on TikTok just do it with Crown Royal. Fucking Crown Royal.
I love my whiskey, and everybody knows that. But no, I'm not draining a bottle just to go, dude, look at me, I drained a bottle. Nah, fuck that. Fuck that. Now I'm drinking a new one. Did you see the one I'm drinking now?
No.
Oh. It's called TX. Now you have probably seen the bottle. You've watched Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Okay, so remember in season 4 when they finally took Jimmy finally got his cowboy hat, his red 4.6 shirt, and they sent him to Fort Worth, and he ran into Travis.
Oh yeah.
Travis was sitting there with that bottle. He popped the cork and pour it. That was a bottle of TX.
Oh.
Okay. But I kind of got the flavor for that a couple weeks ago. Up front, you've got a vanilla note to it, but it's got a mesquite after kick.
See, I wish it really tasted like that. I watched that fucking with the fucking master moonshiners, and then they sniff it. Ooh, it's good on the nose. My smell isn't that bullshit. I've had moonshine. It tastes like fucking turpentine. I don't get no fucking upfront smell of vanilla and that bullshit.
Don't lie to me. That's lighter fluid, damn it.
Exactly, but I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I've had moonshine. I could light my grill with it, motherfucker.
I could run my truck on it. I could run my truck on that crap. Here, give me a second.
This is fucking crazy ass fucking people. Oh, I smell of vanilla. Oh, I really smell the orange in it. Bullshit. Only moonshine I ever had was
I'll show you what I'm talking about.
I had some caramel apple moonshine.
Here it is.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I'll tell you what, I've really got a good taste for this. Like,
do you just drink it or you mix it?
This is one of the few that if I want it neat, I can drink it neat. But I still, because it's a Texas whiskey made in Texas, I go with Texas HEB Original Cola. And that's what I mix it down with.
Huh.
So here we go. I had my sody. And there you go. Cheers. But yeah, I'll tell you what, I've really gotten a great taste for that, and it's a good whiskey. Look,
No.
they even put the Texas state flag on the cork.
Ooh. Oh. No
So,
whiskey's good whiskey. I'm sorry.
well, I mean, that
I
depends
just-
on.
I just wish it tasted like it, you know. Because I don't see anything that you don't put in whiskey I don't like, but boy, it don't come out tasting like that.
Well, the thing is, you got to go with whiskey. You can't go in and buy the $18 bottle of Canadian Club, or what's that? The Evan Williams, like the $10 bottle of Evan Williams, and expect a good flavor. That stuff is garbage. Okay. Now, on the flip side of the coin, the more money you pay, the better whiskey you get.
Right.
And I hate to say it, but that's just the honest fact. Now, I have in my bedroom right now waiting on someone to clear up her shit in Chicago and for us to have a week together. There is an $80 bottle of 4.6's Reserve Bourbon
Ooh.
that is waiting on her to be here, and we're popping that cork. Now, that one I will drink on the rocks. That's it. And I will probably be naked and sweaty by the end of the night. That's fine, you know.
Right.
Like, I can't knock it if you get naked and sweaty with Alondra.
She fell to pieces.
I asked if Alondra or Maria were coming back now that Edna's gone.
I don't think so. I don't think
No?
so. I think I found me a BFF, or whatever you call it.
Well, there you go.
BHF, Friends with Benefits, FBW. Yeah, that's it.
WB.
Yeah. We're going to hang out. You know, hang out means? Oh, yeah.
You're going to be naked.
Exactly.
Well, now I'm not going to say it. I have been trying to be positive and supportive for you today. I'm not going to say something derogatory. I'm not going to say anything mean. I'll leave that to other people coming up this week.
Oh, yeah.
But no, so I hope that today helped you a little bit.
Oh, I think it did. I think it did.
And
that's what I told Brady. He said, well, I know you had a rough week. I said, I probably would have wished you guys would have talked about it, but I know he don't like it when I get emotional, because then he gets emotional and everything else. And then a minute, I'm surprised I didn't get emotional in here, but I think now, we're on the 12th now, so it's past. So
right.
We've already buried him in the ground, 38 years ago. By this time he was already been buried and we'd already moved on. So
well, I want you to remember something else. All right. You're one of my friends.
Right.
I don't want to see you do something that you will ultimately hurt yourself or you will regret. Okay.
Right.
You know how to reach me.
I know.
And if I'm asleep, I mean, I'm sorry, but I've got to rest once.
I know.
But if something's got you to that point, my phone's never far away from me.
Right.
Call, text, something. If I'm driving, I'll let you know, hey brother, I'm driving, but
Right.
I will text when I've got a minute that I could sit and text.
Right. Like I said, I don't think I could ever. I've been in and out, everything else, the mental health system. I don't think I can get to that point. I can think about it, but I can't get in. I won't. I might not say this because you all freak out. But I got so far as the other day thinking, oh, this will be simple with the Jeep. I don't have to have much hose because I have that back hatch open door. I can just fucking it's a short piece of hose and just set it in the back. You know, my dad had to get a big long hose to go all the way around the car. And fuck, I don't even. I mean, it's sad that you think that, but that's all. It was just a thought. It's not like they're not did it or anything.
I know a lot of people that would look and they would judge and they would say, yeah, wow. But I want you to kind of think back too, because I've said this to Ray and you've heard me say it 8 years ago. 8 years ago in January, I got low and I actually attempted. And it took a lot of therapy.
Yeah.
It took me realizing that, I got a lot more going for me than I realized.
Right.
And I had to pull myself out of that. But, now prior to that, I would have been very judgy. But no, I got to look and go, no, I could see where you could start mapping out a plan.
Mm-hmm.
I was found by, of all people, you ready for this one? I was found on the floor, passed out by the dog lady.
The dog tried to wake you up.
Well, I mean, this was before, she and I actually
Oh.
But she came into she was staying at my house and she came in and found me passed out. And 911 calls my family, gets me thrown into the fucking whack shack.
Yeah.
And, once I got out of my funk, and that place was like a jolt.
Yeah.
And it really jolted me out. And I'm like, no, you know what? I need out of here. I got other shit to worry about.
Well, that's not, I was probably, I went to a place in St. Louis before we moved. I don't remember the name of it, but it was a part of in South County. But I was in there, and it's sad. It's sad, and I tell people this. You learn, like I've been in so many. I've learned how to manipulate the system. I learned that if you participate in everything, you show up for all the little groups and everything, you'd be out of there in a couple of days. But if you want to sit around in your bedroom and sulk, you're going to be there a fucking while. So
they kind of booted me a little quicker because I went in and acted like house.
Yeah, you go in. Yeah, that's why I told them. Why do you think you need out here? I said because these people need a lot more help than I fucking do. That's for sure.
I'm sitting there in a group like, yeah, paranoid, got it. Somebody give me a crayon so I can write this down. I was literally in there acting like house. And they're like, get 48 hours, get him out of here. But there were people that they needed genuine help. And I did connect with a couple of them in there and talk about it. And they really needed that genuine help. And I'm like, yeah. I get it. You definitely need help.
I wasn't saying it was this.
The one I could not really I couldn't really kind of wrap my head around it. The one person thought that he was a female goat. And instead of like eating the food, he was trying to eat everybody's garbage. It was weird.
I was sitting with this one dude. I don't know. We were just talking shit. And I took a big gulp of my iced tea, and it went down went my fucking nose. And I fucking threw up in his tray. He's like, "Oh man, I was gonna eat that too." I'm sorry. And he puked in my tray. Oh fuck.
I think one of my favorite ones. Now, this guy was a guy that we considered a friend, and then we found out later. Well, they went into I considered him a good friend, and he was being investigated. We didn't know why, and we found out by the cops calling myself and my friend Jeremy. He was being investigated for kiddie porn.
Oh.
And it wasn't the Illinois State Police or anybody like that raided his computer. The door to his place got kicked in by the FBI.
Ooh.
He got tagged on federal charges, and then they're calling us. Do you know about it? Dude, all
Yeah.
I know is he's very big, he's very ugly, and he is very weird.
Right.
But I didn't know he was that weird. But this was a guy that just, it's one of them out of left fields that you don't realize it could happen. Holy crap, guys put up titties. And yeah, and you know what? This is something therapeutic too. Boobs are therapeutic.
Oh. Yeah.
Everybody loves boobs.
Yep.
And I think the more boobs that are shown, the better people feel.
Oh, yeah.
Even if you got to look on Pornhub, you need to see at least one set of boobs a week.
Yep.
Now, they're just, like I said, there's so much that's out there to study, and it's crazy. Believe it or not, I had two chapters to read on learning in my psychology class this year, or this semester, just on different types of learning and conditioning. Wow. Like, they talk about classical conditioning, Pavlov's dog.
Mm-hmm.
What, do you remember the whole thing behind Pavlov's dog?
No.
Okay. So Pavlov's dog was an experiment that was done where he would bring food out to the dog, get the dog to start salivating, and he'd ring a bell every time he brought out the food, right?
Mm-hmm.
So eventually what happened is it got to the point where he could just ring the bell and the dog would start salivating. It's classical conditioning. But then after a while, it wore off and things kind of went back to normal. So it's not something that sticks. Apparent conditioning or operant conditioning, that's more of like when you and I learned how to work on a car, or when you learned how to cut a bent grass green to 1 or 2/16 of an inch or whatever it is and make it perfect. Was I right?
3/16. You know the fucking masters triple mow the greens and double roll them? That's fucking crazy. Triple mow the greens and double roll them.
Okay, so I understand the triple mow.
Yeah.
What do you mean by double roll?
They run a roller over the top of them. It's just a roller. It rolls the ground out. They got to do the right little roller, and it rolls across the screen and rolls it, and then it hooks on the back of a golf cart, and you take it to the next green, and then it flattens it out. It takes all the little bumps and shit out of it. I mean, triple mowing will do that too, but and then they roll it. They roll the greens. It's
like
real
the
quick.
same roller that I would use if I'm putting down a floor and then I want to roll over the gravel at the base before I put down my my plastic or
something similar. You sit on it and it has a handle. All you do is go back and forth with it on the green. You go back and forth. You do your stripes, and then it's like a trailer system. You get it to like a cart, whatever cart you're driving, you just hook it to the trailer, and it's got little wheels that try like a cart, and you go on to the next green after it gets done rolling. After they get done mowing it, then you got to roll it. That's why you can't do that shit on a public course. You can only do it on a private course because once you fucking know, the fucking first tee time, this motherfucker's out there. If you don't have a fucking first green cut, you're gonna go waiting on fucking golfers all fucking day. And that's why we always went to number one first.
Yeah.
Tried to get it done before anybody got there.
Well, and you want to, that's why you were out so early. You wanted to have it cut as quick as possible.
But still, we still had old men that they just came in and played, and you pay a yearly thing and you get to play all year long. They'd start at crack of dawn, they'd just take off on their own. We'd get there and then we waiting on them to fucking pick up a ball, or they'd be standing at the pond trying to find a fucking ball. I don't have all day.
If I could take you this year, I would. If I could find a way to get you to meet us in Pekin or something and go with me and my cousin Bill, I would even if you didn't swing a club, I would take you with us to go play where we're going to play this year.
I'm sure you could make it to Pekin.
Have you ever heard of Lick Creek Golf Course?
No, I've never heard of any golf courses above Bloomington.
Okay.
Oh, well, other than Joliet.
Lick Creek in Pekin was a PGA course.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was. And Bill and I played this before. I'm going to tell you what. I think number 5 is a motherfucker. I hate that fucking hole.
Huh?
Because you get on the tee box, right? Mm-hmm. You have to tee off between trees over this 80-foot wide fucking gully.
Okay, yeah.
To get it onto the fairway.
Uh-huh.
And you're talking about a 90-yard shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking this with a fucking 6-iron to keep it on the fairway. Whack.
Right.
I drop. Then we have to drive the cart all the way through fucking, what the hell is it? It's through roller coaster land. On a cart path to get down and through and back up this gully, and we get over the ball, and now we're a 300-yard shot uphill to the pin.
You can't see a fucking green.
No, it's a son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know. That must be a golf course usual, because about all the golf courses I work at, number 5 was like that too. Always really high elevated tee box. It had a gully down there. Then it was an uphill. You couldn't see the fucking green at all.
Like, you son of a bitch, Now, number 5 at Willie's, you've got the gully on the right side, and you've got a sand trap on the left side, but you can see the green, and you're going downhill to the green at Willie's. The one that was the dog leg going uphill is number 3.
Right.
So you tee off on number 3, and then off to the left at Willie's, you've got this great big fucking pond. Big old water hazard, right? You got trees and the cart path straight ahead of you. At dog leg sharp left, and you're uphill to the green. Now you can see the green on this one, but you are uphill to the pin. So I get out my 7 wood, my old man wood, and I hit that. And that puts me down the fairway, just past that pond where I've got a great uphill shot to the green, right? My uncle will get out his 7 wood, and then he'll hit it and draw it and drop it right in the fucking pond.
I was just going to say, you better fucking put a little hook on it if you're going to stay away from that pond.
Yeah. I'm dead straight. Now here's
dead straight, yeah.
Now this one we watched. It was just me and John out there playing. It was a couple years back. We hit number 3, and I get out my 7, and I'm like, all right, I know how I'm playing this. Tee up, hit the 7 wood, right? Beautiful shot, straight down the fairway. It comes down. Now Willie's, they don't really take care of the fairways. It's all rock.
Oh.
I mean, he says it's pasture pool.
Right.
You're out there playing in a goat pasture. So ball comes down, it hits a rock, ping, bounces back the fuck up, comes over to the left, and drops into the pond. And I'm like, you motherfucker. And John's like, that's what you get for laughing at me. Oh, shut up.
I suppose you're one of those golfers that you got to walk over to the pond with your little grabber and see if you can see it.
Bullshit. I got out another one, and I got out another ball. I broke out my driver, and I cranked that motherfucker everything I had. I went over the pond on that one. Barely. I mean, barely. I was this far away from the other bank on the pond. I got it over and it dropped. I'm like, oh shit, I'll never do that again.
There's a fucking in French Lick, Indiana. There's a golf course that has an island green.
Yeah.
We went to play it, and my mom was playing. She said, "I'm going to skip this hole." My dad just said, "You can't skip the fucking hole." She said, "I'm not going to hit the ball because I'm going to hit it in the water. You can't skip." So fuck, we sat there and watched her hit half a dozen balls in the fucking water. Let's go.
You would love some of the courses that are down here. I mean, we've got some pretty cool ones.
There's one for sale up here. I don't even know where, but it's got a pub.
Really?
It's got a professional frisbee golf course on it, and a 9-hole golf course. I don't know. I just saw it on Facebook. I don't know where it is. So this Central Illinois
City.
This Central Illinois golf course for sale.
I wonder if it's in Mason City.
It might be. It said Central Illinois. It's got. I didn't even know Mason City had a golf course.
Yeah, it's a par 3 course. So you're talking your irons, and you got to play some stick play. You really got to know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah,
I love playing par 3s.
Yeah.
Par 3s I have so much fun with because they're fucking challenging.
Oh yeah.
And I will be straight out honest with you about this, and I've thought about it a lot. If I ever get the money and I can fucking afford it, I am buying a golf course in Illinois. And I'm putting you in charge of it.
And just today, I was watching the Masters, and I'm going to check into it. I don't know if you guys got them in Texas, but I can remember when I worked at golf courses, we had all these old men that they let ride around in a golf cart. Make sure people weren't fucking off and keeping the speed of play up, keeping with the time. I want to go. I tell you, I want to fucking do. I want to go in. I want to sit on a golf course and just drive around all day. Make sure everybody's keeping the pace. Nobody's fucking around. I love to do that. You don't have to pay me.
I've seen that at Delaware Springs, which is over in Burnett. I've seen it at Legends, which is here in Kingsland.
Right.
Willie's, hell no. Everybody's out there smoking weed. That's not going to happen at Willie's. And I have not seen it at the one that's about a mile and a half away from me. I haven't seen it at Lighthouse.
Oh.
Occasionally, when we were still playing Blue Lake, I saw it there. But I'll tell you what. And I mean, Blue Lake was our favorite little 9-hole course. I love the way Blue Lake is set up. It is a fun, because Blue Lake is 1 par 5, 3 par 4s,
right,
5 par 3s,
right,
and 3 of those par 3s are in a row.
Oh shit!
And they're not easy par 3s. Like, there's one that's downhill, dog leg to the left, There's another one that's uphill, and you can't see it dog leg to the right, but it's a sharp dog leg right, and you got to figure out how you're going to get there in 2,
Right.
And then you get there in 2, you better be dead on, or you're not draining it.
How the fuck can you make a par 3 with a dog leg in it?
They did it.
Par 3, you need to be able to drive a green in 1.
Yeah. But the way they did it, dog leg over to the right, and you see the fairway cut to the right, or you could try to go over this gully.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, God, man, you got to drive that thing to the gully, or you could take the boat.
They make it where you fucking got to take 2 in the fairway. So you got 1 putt.
So you got 1 putt, and that's it. It was fun. It was challenging. It was fun.
Right.
But the people there started leaning more towards members. Like, oh, well, we got our members. We got to suck our members' asses. Go suck a fart out of your member's ass. I paid.
Right.
Well, so the last time we were there was a couple years ago, and it was the last golf outing while Riley was here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So my uncle gets there. He pays for me, Riley, my friend Alex, and both golf carts. Pays for all of it because this is Riley's last outing before we head out. Then I get there with Riley, and I have to pay for me and Riley and a golf cart.
Oh, yeah.
Then Alex gets there, and Alex had to pay for himself and a golf cart.
Yeah, that's bullshit there.
And it's like, so we start comparing the receipts. I'm like, wait a minute, you paid for all this already? And John goes, yeah. I said, well, look at this. I had to pay for it. And then they come up and they start throwing a fit because John and Alex were having a putt off.
Oh.
You can't practice putting on the green. They're having a fucking putt off, moron.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like they're practicing. Well, looks could be deceiving, can't they?
Well, was there somebody behind you? Waiting on the tee?
Behind us.
See, that's probably.
When I say behind us, a full hole behind us.
No, I wouldn't worry about the sea. Yeah,
we
used to have this.
We were on 4 and they were teeing off on 3.
Oh yeah, that's fine because we had this thing. I think it was 4 minutes per hole, and that's the way the tee times went. So the guys on the green, the guys on the tees don't tee off until the guys on the green on number 1.
Right.
Hopefully they'll get done enough. I mean, you get the old men, they don't. They hit the fucking ball in the woods and they spend 4 hours looking for the motherfucker because they're too cheap to fucking drop another ball. You know, I don't tell you how many times I could see the ball because I sat up on a high tractor so I could have better eyes view. I never bought. There's 20 years I worked for the golf course this year. I never bought a golf ball. Never bought a golf ball. Never bought a fucking golf ball.
So the one I'll never forget, as far as golf outings go. Now, when my cousin Bill and I go golfing, we do not keep score.
Man.
We are out there to have fun and get drunk.
Right.
And by the time we come off that course, we are bombed and we had a great time.
Uh-huh.
All right. Now, he will admit that since I've been down here and I've been able to golf more, that I have become the better golfer.
Oh, boy.
Now, he admits it grudgingly because when it comes to athletics, he was always the better athlete.
Oh, yeah.
But he's like, God damn it, you have become a better golfer than me. And I'm like, well, I try to get out as much as I can.
Right.
So we look at this. Sunset Hills Golf Course in Pekin was our course when I lived up there. You heard me talk about Sunset Hills a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And really fun course to play. Well, there was one day we were out there, and we're on the back 9. We were on number 15. We'd already done our tee shots. Of course, at this point, I was still slicing that motherfucker over into the other fairway.
Mm-hmm.
Now I've got to go find it and play it from the fairway back into ours. Which I've slowed my swing down. I've got it a little better where I can control it. It still has something of a hook, but I can control it enough to put it where I want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know there's a little bit more work I got to do, but I think part of that is finally buying my clubs for me. And I need to go ahead and do that. So we do the tee shots. Now, my cousin Bill thinks he's fucking Happy Gilmore. And he sets up, and it's like a half golf swing, half baseball swing. And you hear this motherfucker, woo, as he's swinging it. You know the power's behind it, but he cannot control it. Once he hits it, it's left, it's right, it's center, it's somewhere. But he's
hitting it too hard. He's hitting it too hard.
He crams that thing.
He's not letting the club. He's doing all the work. He's not letting the club do the work.
Exactly. Now, he's got a driver called Goliath.
Yeah,
the head on Goliath is like that.
Yeah, you got to let that fucker hit. No, don't fucking. Yeah, he's trying way too hard.
He
Yeah, I know.
He hit the ball off the tee with Goliath, and it sounded like a shotgun went off. Pow! What the fuck? I've slowed my swing down and I come through, pink, and I just follow it through, you know? I'm not trying to kill it. I'm just trying to get good contact and go. And I've gotten to a point now where I don't even use a lot of par fours. I'm not using my driver. I'm using my 3-wood. And I'm trying to let my irons do more because I'm getting really accurate with my irons.
Right.
So I'm trying to use the 3-wood and then use my irons to adjust and get where I want to go. And I'm getting better doing that.
Right. I never use my driver unless it was over 500 yards.
My driver comes out for a par 5. Like,
no, I use it with 3-wood, 5-wood. I even had a 1-iron. I love the 1-iron.
You had a 1-iron?
Paying 1-iron.
Wow. I haven't seen a 1-iron. But yeah, my irons, my hybrids, I love my hybrids. Did you ever get to play hybrids?
No. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I'm trying to think. No, my last set of golf clubs they had bubble shafts. I didn't like them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't like them. I was for the same reason. I'm like your cousin. I was swinging too fucking hard. I wasn't letting the shaft do the fucking.
Okay.
I was swinging harder and harder, and it just making fucking my shot even worse.
See, I start swinging harder. I've noticed I start swinging harder when I start getting pissed off.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
I'm getting frustrated at my game. I'm starting to try to kill the ball.
Fuck it. Yeah.
And I've gotten to a point now. I've recognized that. So now, if I'm starting to get frustrated, instead of trying to kill the ball, I go take a shot.
Yeah.
And I keep miniature fireballs in my bag now. And it's like, all right, I need a shot. I go take a shot. So by hole 4, I'm drunk off my ass. And then I don't care. I'm like, pink. Oh,
yeah.
You know? And I'm having fun. Now, I went out on Thanksgiving this past year with my friend Bill down here, Bill Sickles. And I told him, I said, I'm not keeping score. All I'm doing today is working on my swing, and I'm here to have fun. And he immediately started keeping score, and it mind fucked me. And I had a lousy game. I had a lousy game.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I told you this was not what I wanted to do. Well, I wanted to keep score. I don't care what you wanted to fucking do. I told you what I was here to do. I was here to work on my swing and enjoy the day. You ever have anybody like that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. A lot.
And then it really...
I'm the person that I either have to tee off first or because if you have a bad shot, guess what? I'm going to have a fucking bad shot to you. Cart golf.
Oh, yeah. We play cart golf all the time now.
Where's your ball? My ball's right over there by yours.
Oh, God. Oh, so, my cousin, and this is the last one I'm going to tell before we get into final thoughts. Last golf story. My cousin Bill and I got out on one of the other. We were out on the course in Greenview. Okay. First of all, they did not cut that fucker tight at all. The fairways, the grass was an inch tall. We were losing balls in the fairway.
I've seen it done before.
I went through a brand new box of noodle, and there's 15 balls in a box of noodle. I went through them. I was digging in for garbage balls. So, needless to say, we're getting fucking bombed on this course. Well, we get around to number 9. No, it was number 10. And you know how 10 had that water hazard almost all the way around the green?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm standing behind Bill. The wind's blowing at me. All right. He comes up on his backswing. I hear it come out like, what the fuck? And then he swings. Dude, go wipe your ass. He shits himself.
What you gotta do.
He shits himself on the green. He's like, I feel better. I'm like, I don't. I gotta tee off, you motherfucker. That's unfair. And he's cracking up.
I would be too. I bet it was a good shot too.
Oh yeah, he put it 2 feet from the pin.
Looking right. You relieve some of that pressure.
And then I hit mine and dropped it right in the drink because I'm trying to get out of there. I'm like, fuck it, I'm taking a drop at the goddamn water. Oh, get out of here. This is horrible. But I mean, backswing, he lets it go, and then when he swings, it was just gone. I'm like, do we need to go by the bathroom? He does this. No, it's not squishy. I think we're good.
Yeah, exactly. It's not falling on my pant leg, is it?
It didn't fall out of my pant leg. We're good. We ended up on number 14 there, and there was goose shit all over over the tee box. I'm like, God, really?
Yeah, he's just the worst, man.
Here we go. Great gobs of goose shit.
You can't get rid of motherfuckers.
Was that out of Smokey and the Bandit? Great gobs of goose shit?
I don't know. It might have been.
That sounds like a Jackie Gleason line.
Yeah. Yeah, goose shit's bad.
Oh, God, it's terrible.
Even worse when you have to mow through it with a real mower. It's flipping up on you and everything else. Fucking mowing the fairway. I got to get down and adjust reels and got like goose shit all over. Gross.
God. You know, I want one of them whip mowers. I really do.
I find them. I'm on all kinds of golf course equipment sites. What you need? You want fucking John Deere or Toro? Everything's Toro. I'll get you greens more for about $3,000.
Well, what I need something that I can start taking down shrubs and brush with.
Oh, so you want something big? You need like a 400.
What I really need a brush hog.
Oh yeah.
But my uncle wants to put in a small par 3 course on the property.
Yeah.
Like a 3-hole par 3 course and each one of these is like 60 yards to the pin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, dude, that's going to be challenging. You got to be on your ball. But I don't know if I want to do that.
Well, let me just tell you right now, your biggest expense is going to be your irrigation.
Yeah.
How are you going to, I mean, if you don't, you got to water the green and you really need to water your tees. You don't have to water your fairways, but if you want your decent greens, you got to water them. So you're going to have a water source.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the biggest thing. That's the most expensive thing anymore.
Yeah, it is, especially down here. But I don't think we're going to be in drought conditions this year. I mean, you know me, and you know I love to ride.
Mm-hmm.
I have not had the chance in a week and a half to get the bike out because of the rain.
Damn.
It's been coming down this year. We're supposed
to get it next week. We're supposed to get it all this week. But yes, it's nice here today. It's been cloudy, but it's 80s.
It's just clearing up now, but I'll tell you what, it's been raining all day here. So, let's get your final thoughts tonight because Chris bailed and, well, we know what Rhino thinks, but what do you, let's hear it.
Unfortunately, Rhino, 1 week from tomorrow on 420, unfortunately, I will take this next belt. You will not even have a fucking snowball chance in hell. You'll have a better chance of fucking getting a cup of ice water in hell than you have ever taken it. I am and always will be. I don't care. Any of you motherfuckers, come on. Hippers, hostile, smalls, I'll bring it on. I don't care. Pick your pick it. I'll bring it. So I'm gonna say. Oh,
Chris,
check me out. Oh, tomorrow. I don't know if me and Ryan will be doing wake and bake. I might need to rest because I might have a hangout tomorrow night.
I hope you do. That will build your self-esteem. I hope you do get a hangout.
So we'll see about the Tuesday. I'll be on the morning disaster, of course. Wednesday, morning disaster. Oh, and don't forget Southern Fried Radio. I'll be on those days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday. Whew, man. I really wish we could get a bunch of people that would bet on this fucking thing coming up, and the money would go to Southern Fried Radio.
Well, I'm going to say this. On the donation tab, if you make a donation, Rhino's going to verify it for me. We're going to add dabs. $10 donation. And once the donation hits and we know who made the donation, the person who made the donation calls who takes the dab.
Oh, shit.
As the side challenge. So you guys can be smoking your chillums.
Yeah.
Bing. Oh, we got a $10 donation. Stain, take the dab.
Oh.
And that could come from Seabass.
True.
Or
nobody will do that. They all like me. They want to see me win again.
Or it could be bing. Oh, $50 donation. That's 5 dabs. Who takes them? Rhino takes them. But you get what I'm saying. Like that, I'm gonna add. That's been added. It's official. God, I feel like Adam Pearce. That is official. And it is. It is official from me.
Yeah.
It's happening. So $10 donations to Southern Fried Radio. Once your donation is verified, Rhino will verify it. And then you will call in the chat room. So everybody knows. Call in the chat room who does the dab.
Because it will be live. On Facebook and Southern Fried Radio.
We'll be live here and on Southern Fried Radio. I'm excited. And then after I've got everything set up to order the belt. I'm waiting to see who wins so I can put names on it.
Well, I can tell you, he's going to win. It's fucking me. You don't need to wait.
Yeah, well, I'm also getting the same thing from Rhino.
Just go ahead and give me a belt. This one says shit stain number 1. Let's go with champion as the side plate this time.
Do what?
The side plates on this one are say Steve number 1. Let's make this new one the side plate say 2-time champion. Stain.
The Stain.
Unfortunately, Rhino can't hang with the old man.
I'm looking at him on the party cams right now, and I think he's watching on his phone and paying attention to you. Rhino can't hang with the old man, and he's just looking like shaking his head going, "You motherfucker." Oh, God. No, now he's typing. I'm waiting to see if he says it. Like, oh, shit.
I'm sure it's something about me.
He said you're going to do that. All right, so I'll be back tomorrow at 6 for Texas Toasted Mayhem. Did you see the new background on Thursday?
I don't think I did.
Oh, man, check it out tomorrow.
I'll have to check it out tomorrow.
Tat did a lot of work to it. I added a bottle of TX whiskey. I got a picture of me on my Harley. You know, it's real. I really like the new background. I got the misspelled Junkman background. It's gone away. You know. And Tat's background looks really cool. I like it a lot. And a lot of people were giving compliments. So I was like, and then Hippers with all the music he's put together for me, from the Taco Bell bathroom song to I mean, everything in between. I had a lot of fun with Southern Fried. I look forward to, doing more with the station.
Oh yeah.
I wish we could pull everybody in, get like Ray to do the morning show.
You know what? You've heard what Ray said about Southern Fried Radio. That if he was on there, it would be the best radio station in the world. But he can't figure out how to get on it because it's spelled wrong. I said, he meant spelled wrong. He said they spelled pride wrong. I can't figure out how to get on it. I could get on it. If I could get on it, I'd be number one. He's fucking lying. That's it. Nobody wants to hear your comic book bullshit.
Well, I mean, I'm interested in some of his comic book stuff. But...
I'm not.
I would love to see Ray get on there and then start doing mobile unit again like he did with Jim.
Oh, I want to do that so bad, but I gotta get something. I gotta get something to hold my phone in my car. I don't have a phone holder in my car.
You and Spanky could go together because Spanky's got the phone holder.
Yeah, but I have to see if I can get up in his truck though, because he's got 33s on his truck.
You're not going to try to go through the car wash.
No, we could.
Who?
I don't know.
First, wear goggles.
If somebody had a forklift, I would stand on a forklift where they could put me in Spanky's truck. I'd do it that way.
To say, first, wear goggles. Second, if Spanky hands you a bottle and said, "Here's some water," just don't mess with it.
They gave me goggles last time, but you know what? When they put that soap on me, I got all claustrophobic. I'm like, fuck, I can't see. I'm trying to wipe it off.
Oh, Lord. Well, on that note, everybody, thank you for tuning in. We've got we've got 2 more shows before Smoker Mania. We've got Thursday and we've got next Sunday. So we'll see what everybody's got to say then. Thank you, Cindy, for the acknowledgement of me acing my psychology class. I'm still holding A's, and I'm still holding an A in my government class and a B in my English comp class. I've got to get a couple things caught up, and then I'll be back up to an A in my math class.
Woo!
Thank
you.
There we go. Ray will never go on Southern Fried because he's a grammar Nazi with the spelling.
Oh, yeah. I just found spell check those. I didn't even know I had it.
Everybody, you know what our shows are. We will see you throughout the week. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for being a part of this show. Good night, everybody. Chris